first and foremost, thank you for watching our last video, if you did, with the Travis Scott One Low, all right, that we did a review of. And thanks for tuning in again for our second review. So make sure you guys subscribe down below, hit that subscription button so you can be here to check out our new content every time it hits. And we're in Jamaica this time. We're in Montego Bay doing this review of the fours. As you can see, I'm in a hotel room, so we're shaking it up like that, all right? So first and foremost, let's get into some of the differences with these here. So the biggest differences that I can see so far is going to be the netting, right, and then the wing. First, you have the netting here, which they fixed and is a lot more OG. As you can see, the netting is no longer, if you didn't know, straight horizontal going across and up and down, which is one of the things that the old fours from way back when used to always have. Anything from like pre-2015, before the white cement dropped again and got retroed in OG form. All right, so there you have it. And then also the netting right here, like I said, if you take a look at that netting, you have pieces at the bottom. Just trying to see if make sure you guys can get that. Right there at the bottom, it angles off here and here on each side, and that's something that they updated on a lot of the retros ever since 2015, when Jordan Brand started their remaster program to get retros closer to their OG form. Now, of course, this is an OG4. It is a retro of the OG 2004 release of the Air Jordan Cool Gray, which is the first Cool Gray release of the 2004 pair. Or I should say the first release of Air Jordan Cool Grays in general for the Jordan 4. Now these are particularly special to me because I had these when I was in college. I was a sophomore in college. I was just coming back from summer break, and Saturday, right into routine, my roommate, who used to always take me to go get sneakers, took me up to the Walden Galleria Mall up in Buffalo, and I broke through the line at the front of the mall, which was where the security dudes used to come in, and like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something right before the stores open. They used to open the door at the front. They used to have to jet to Foot Action, Foot Locker, Finish Line, stores like that. And I happened to get to Finish Line and be the #1 person there, and I was the first person to scoop these babies. So this is a special release. This is super duper nostalgic to me. It takes me right back to when I copped them on Saturday, and then I wore them on Friday to class. I went right to calculus class, and I put these bad boys on. And I thought I was killing it. My shorts were like 3X. My tee was like a 3X. It was hot back then, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I had these. I love these back then, and I love these now. The biggest difference, like I said, besides this netting here and the little wing piece that they actually fixed, is the fact that these are actually comfortable. The 2004 pair used to kill my feet. In like 2 hours of wearing them, I used to be like, what on earth is going on with these? And I hated fours because of it. I bought like a few fours after that. I think I had the white and red fours from 2006, I think I want to say, that summer. I had the laser joints from way early in 2004 or 5, I believe they released, with the hat and the shirt. I think I only had the shoes. I didn't really care for the hat and the shirt, but nonetheless, I had those, and I didn't even wear them. I was so turned off to the fact that these joints hurt. I was like, man, I don't want more fours, even though like they look dope, and I always wanted the black cement fours. So I was lucky, you know, able to get those earlier this year, like a lot of people were. But they have updated and fixed the actual fit and comfort of fours nowadays. So now when you rock a pair of fours, they actually feel pretty decent. Right? And that's one of the things that I love about this particular update to fours and Cool Grays in general, because when I wore my Cool Grays the 2, 3, 4 times I wore them back then, I was like, man, I don't know if I can continue wearing the shoe, and then eventually I needed money, so I let them go. But I want to keep these. I don't want to sell these. I want to wear these joints. You know, I brought them out with me in Jamaica, so obviously they're getting undead stocked while I'm out here. But that's something that's also a big difference. Another difference that you're going to see is in the chrome Jumpman on the back. All right, so that underhand back here, over here on this side, right underneath where his underarm is. Back when in 2004, I guess they didn't have the technology or whatever it was to laser correctly, or whatever the process might be. But that used to be all chrome, this whole entire piece down here. But now they've actually got that detail in there, and I think that that's pretty awesome. I think it's pretty sick. It just looks a lot more cleaner, a lot more sophisticated and stuff like that. All right, now to give you guys some close-up shots, here you have the cool gray 4s, all right, with your traditional, just as seen in 2004. All right, you have your gray back panel with the white Jumpman and the yellow flight logo. You're gonna have the yellow, which is maize. I should be saying maize. Maize is the color that they used back then in 2004. You have your maize hitting here, and then the maize Jumpman down below with your mid traction pod right there. I used to hate the fact that these had yellow back when, because when the sample first came out, they actually didn't have that yellow in there. It was just like white or gray. I can't remember what color, but it was like some neutral thing. I think it was white. And now you actually, they updated it, and they had the release photo come out about a month, I think, before the shoe dropped, and we were just salivating at the mouth and waiting for these joints to drop back then. And months, you know, came down to you counting down to say, I'm about to get these 4s, and then all of a sudden they came out with the actual picture, and it had yellow, and we were like, what the F? Like, what is that? Why would you suddenly just put yellow in a gray and white and black shoe? It just didn't make sense at the time, but now I love it. I'm feeling these like I've been since I got them, and I'm glad to get them back. Like I said, this is a lot of nostalgia that goes with these right here. To get these bad boys back, man, after having them in 2004, I can't wait to actually put these on, man. These are like legendary. As far as 4s go, this would be in my top probably 4. I think you got the black cements, white cements, and fire reds. After that, I would put these above the cool grays. I mean, not the cool grays, the military blues. The only thing that they have above these is the Nike on back. But this colorway, I mean, I don't know. It's comparable. It's whatever you think. For me, personally, like I said, this is really high on my list, particularly because I had these back when I was in college. So as far as comfort goes, like I said, they fit pretty good. What sizing is like, I would say go for true to size. Most people who wear 4s like their shoes, or not wear 4s, but just wear Jordans in general, they like their shoes pretty snug. So if you are someone who likes your shoes snug, I would say go true to size, but beware of that pinky crush that the 11s have. I think the 4s do that as well. So for me, I go a half size up. If you're unsure and you have any 4s from 2015 onward, these fit exactly like that. So you can get the same size. Or if you're not sure, I would say go a half size up, but that's just me. All right. And I think that pretty much wraps it up. I think the only other thing I can say is this is the second Air Jordan to release as a cool gray, just to give you guys some sneaker history like I like to do from time to time. The first one was the Air Jordan 11 cool gray from 2001. Joints were sick, created like insane riots. I think that was like one of the first shoes to do that back in the day at the time. The next was probably the Pigeon Dunks. That wasn't the Pigeon? Yeah, the Pigeon Dunks that released in New York City. Yep, that's right. So, like I said, this is it right here.